Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. The date is January 29th, 2026 at 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are going to talk about all the exciting current events that are going on in the stock market. We have Meta stock going absolutely ballistic in the pre-market. We have Microsoft stock utterly collapsing. It's probably going to go to zero. And we have Tesla stock up about 2% in the pre-market after Elon Musk gave us some very, 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 very optimistic projections about the future of the company. We're going to check it all out. We're going to read articles. We're going to do a summary, an AI summary of the Tesla conference call. We're going to have a wonderful morning. Now, before we get into the details and the specific stories in the title, we are going to go check out the stock market. Let's see what's going on in the pre-market, okay? So I've got Webull open here. We've got the major indices that I like to look at. We got China, because I'm a closet communist, up about 1% in the pre-market. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I thought they were collapsing yesterday. Let's make sure we're sharing, okay? QQQ, the triple Qs, are barely up in the pre-market. So you got Meta going up, but you got Microsoft going down. So it kind of balances out, you know what I'm saying? QQQ is barely up in the pre-market. The Dow Jones, this doesn't update for some reason in the pre-market, so we'll skip that. The S&P 500 is up once again. It just goes up forever, bro. Up 0.21% in the pre-market. The total U.S. market, this includes the S&P 500 and medium small caps, up 0.17%. VT, the total world index, up 0.18%, trading at $147.07. Yes, about 85% of my investable net worth is in this ETF. The rest is in short-term treasuries. But I suspect if this bull market continues, we're probably going to be back in a 90-10 portfolio pretty soon, okay? So VT's up 0.18%. Now, I'm a little confused here because it says the VXUS ETF, this is the total international, is up just under 1%. So you'd think at the S&P 500, if the total US was up 0.17% and VXUS was up just under 1%, you'd think VT would be somewhere in the middle. So I don't know. Is Webull broken or something? Do I need to call Webull tech support in China? Anyway, so it looks like we're mostly green in the pre-market. Shocker. And we got small caps up 0.26%. So, slight green day. No major movements. No AI bubble collapse, obviously. All right, let's see what old crypto is doing. MicroStrategy down slightly. Trading at 157.44 in the pre-market. Trump coin just goes down literally every single day. It's on a steady march to zero. I'm sure Trump is going to pump this again, but you never know when he's going to pump it. And the pumps, you really don't get that much from the pumps. Let's just be perfectly honest here. I'm not buying that garbage. Cardano down about 1% in the pre-market, trading at 34.6 cents. Ethereum dropped below 3,000 today. Oh man, Ethereum was up over 3,000 yesterday. I was really excited for Ethereum shills, but it's sold off again. It's now trading at 2,933. We got the world famous Dogecoin. Is it going to break 11 cents downwards? We're right there. Dogecoin's down about 0.75%. Solana, boring. XRP down slightly. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, I thought we had a rally coming, okay? So apparently on the 17th, this was just 12 days ago. Bitcoin was at 97,946 and now it's back down to 87,957. Crypto has just been hot garbage over the last year. And I know all you people bought in recently. I know you did. You can't fool me. I know how your brains work. But once again, the stock market's green. Crypto is red. Seems to be a theme over the last couple of days. All right, let's look at large tech. Here's the exciting things. And we're going to read some news articles about these in a second, or at least the ones that reported earnings. So NVIDIA is down very slightly, trading at 191.35 in the pre-market. We got Googly Moogly, once again, breaking all-time highs, trading at 341.95, up 1.69% in the pre-market. AMD's flat like your mom. Microsoft, Microsoft is down 6.75%, and the earnings were good. The earnings were good. Why is the stock down? Wall Street's like a chick. They're just never satisfied. Okay. Anyway, Microsoft's down 6.75% in the pre-market, trading at 449.16. Tesla is of course up. Shocker. We're gonna do a AI summary of the transcript. Meta is just going absolutely ballistic. How far are we from all-time highs? So it looks like the all-time high for Meta was 784.06 a share. In the pre-market, we're trading at 729.50 a share. So Meta's up about 9% in the pre-market. I mean, the earnings were good. The revenue growth was strong. The expense growth was crazy. Reality Labs is still losing an insane amount of money, and their revenue contracted. But from my perusal of the article, I guess the market's happy that they're massively increasing their CapEx. I think they're almost doubling their CapEx year over year projected for 2026. Almost. I guess just spend a lot of money and your stock goes up, bro. I mean, maybe it'll pay off. Amazon trading at 241.59 in the pre-market. Apple up slightly, just under 0.5%, trading at 257.61. And Netflix just kind of down slightly, nothing crazy, trading at 84.39. All right, so we see the big mover. The big movers today are Meta and Microsoft, and I guess Tesla. All right, let's see what's going on with the YouTuber stocks. Anything exciting here? Rocket Lab. Ugh. Any major movers here? Okay, Reddit's rallying a little bit, trading at 197.90, up 2.46%. SoFi. Oh, we got SoFi earnings tomorrow. How exciting. And we got PayPal earnings coming up on February 3rd, 2026. Palantir earnings, February 2nd, 2026. Man, I'm going to be busy with these market closes. Ooh, I'm going to have to start them late. And High Tide reports earnings today, so it's basically flat in the pre-market. Very exciting stuff. All right, so no major movements in the YouTube stocks. I mean, Reddit's up a little bit. Hood's up 0.5%. Duolingo, Joseph Carlson. Great chart, Joseph Carlson. SoFi's up a little bit in the pre-market, and Palantir's up just under 1.5%. So not much movement there. No drama on collapses. All right, we got bonds selling off again. The TLT iShares 20-year plus government bond ETF or whatever is down 0.26%. So a slight increase in treasury yield. And then BND, the total bond index for the United States of America, is down very slightly. So, I mean, bond yields aren't going crazy. Okay. I mean, there's just a little bit of movement every day. I mean, they've been ticking up, but TLT, I don't know when TLT is ever going to recover. I mean, maybe yields will come down at some point. I just don't know when. I don't know. The government keeps spending money, keeps spending and spending money. And there's always the risk of de-dollarization. We'll see. All right, commodities. Oh, is silver up? Oh, my God, silver's up again. Shocker. Silver's up 2% in the pre-market. Gold is up 2.24%. And oil's getting more pricey. Did Daddy fill up his car? Did I fill up my car? I need to get gas. Man, I don't want to pay 2.86% more at the pump. But I mean, overall, gold's been trading. Oil's been trading sideways for like almost 3 years. I've noticed. I fill up my car like every couple of weeks. But of course, we know the big, fun, exciting things are gold and silver. It just doesn't stop. it just doesn't stop. Is this going to 5 trillion? We'll see. All right, the sectors. Let's see. The energy sector is up 1.67% in the United States. Any big movers here? No, financials selling off a little bit. Nothing crazy. Information technology is literally flat in the pre-market. Real estate's up very slightly. Real estate's been chopping sideways too for a while too. I mean, I think this chart shows total returns, I believe. So you've had some returns, I guess, if you dollar cost averaged, but when it comes to like massive movements and returns, no. All right, let's see how Gilly Boy's doing. ZSL, this is 2x short silver, now down 3.84% in the pre-market, trading at $1.57. Dave's up slightly. I guess he's shorting that. And United Health, after that vicious sell-off because of the government wanting to pay a lot less than expected for Medicare Advantage plans, which could change. UNH is recovering a little bit, up 0.46%. What's going on with the chips? Chips, my dips. We got Intel selling off 1.5%, trading at 48.04 in the pre-market. Microdong up 1.57%, just getting all-time highs every day. Every day, Micron is just going up, bro. NVIDIA basically flat in the pre-market. AMD, what is AMD's earnings? Oh, February 3rd. We're gonna be busy. AMD's up slightly. We got Broadcom down about 1%. ASML up 3.73%. They reported decent earnings. And I think they raised their guidance for like medium-term demand. So doing pretty well, up just under 4% in the pre-market. I think, we're at all-time highs. 147.78. And CoreWeave finally taking a breather. CoreWeave, the debt king, down 1% of the pre-market, trading at 104.90. Healthcare. Okay, healthcare, maybe it's bottomed out. I don't know. We'll see. Health insurance. Woo. I actually just signed up for Cobra today for my my job, my dental insurance. It's pretty nice. So I have dental insurance for the next like 18 months. But it's like $58 a month, which it's not bad. It's not bad. Anyway, that's not relevant. So that's the morning preview. Mostly green in the stock market. Crypto's red. Silver and gold continue to pump. Slight increase in treasury yields. Pretty tame day. I'll be perfectly honest with you. My heart isn't beating precipitously right now. All right, let's do any member-only comments if there are any. And if not, then we are going to go ahead and check out the news, and we're going to go see why Meta is going ballistic, why Microsoft is collapsing, bro. And we're going to look at the Tesla transcript. All right, if you want to give me your big, thick tip, that's the link, or you can super chat me. Support the channel. I'm poor. Tax season won't last forever, and then I'll be e-begging harder than you can ever possibly imagine. Doug says, I always wonder why VT does not exactly match the VTI VXUS aggregate movement. Yeah, and maybe it's like a tracking error. I don't know. But it's a little odd. You would think VT would be up more. I did fund overlap on ETFRC, and VT only has 1,400 companies overlapping with VTI. That should be close enough. Yeah, I'm not sure. Real, what's up, Why So Blue Tube? Didn't sleep in today. Breakfast with Strongman, yo. Yeah, I actually didn't have breakfast this morning because I'm not going to the gym after this. I'm taking a breather. I just worked out the past 3 days. I got to go to Food Lion, and I got to stock up because I got my kids tonight. And I'm running out of some delicious food that I need because I cook at home now. Rethink Dividend says, I have Met W and MSFW as earnings plays. You're playing earnings, you gambling degenerate. They may cancel each other out. Don't think I'm going to play earnings again. Microsoft had great earnings and Tesla sucked, and the reactions to both was ridiculous. It's so stupid. Like Tesla specifically. We're gonna look at the earnings transcript. We're gonna look at the summary, the AI summary. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on today with earnings. So we got Apple reporting today at the close. We got Visa reporting. We got MasterCard reporting this morning. I wonder if we can add that. Let's see. Should I make a new? Let's make a new watch list. We can do payments. Let's see. So we got to add MasterCard. Quiet, computer. MasterCard. We're going to add Visa. We're going to add PayPal. What else? What else can we add here? We'll figure it out as we go. All right, so MasterCard's up 2.23% in the pre-market. Are there earnings out yet? I guess we could check them out this afternoon. If not, okay. MasterCard's up a little bit. Exciting, up 2.23%. All right, let's go back. So are we sharing? Yes, we are. So we got MasterCard this morning, Caterpillar, SAP, Thermo Fisher. Like I said, they're good at heating up fish. KLA, Honeywell, Lockheed Martin, Stryker. All of these are reporting today. Santa Fe. I've seen 1 trillion of their invoices. I used to work for a medical company. Yeah, those are the big daddies. Apple. I'm so excited for Apple and Visa. We're going to have to do a market close and cover all these earnings. We're going to do a late market close. All right, so that's the major companies reporting earnings today. Let's see. Let's see what Donald Trump's up to on Truth Social. It's called Truth Social because if you post on there, it's always the truth. Oh, he's crapping on Jerome Powell here. What's going on here? Oh, man. Here we go. Jerome, too late, Powell, again refused to cut interest rates. Why aren't you cutting rates, Jerome Powell? Rates should be 0 so we can have mega clown market. Trump, he's trying to turbocharge this economy however he freaking can, man. Even though he has absolutely no reason to keep them so high. It's not even high. What's his target? 350 to 375 basis points? That's not crazy high. Maybe you don't have so much government debt, Trump. He is hurting our country and its national security. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're about to be invaded, bro. China's lurking in the shadows. They have their special forces on a submarine sitting outside the country. Whoa, is that a bald eagle? Wow. Sorry. I got distracted. We should have a substantially lower rate now than even this moron admits. Inflation is no longer a problem or a threat. He is costing America hundreds of billions of dollars a year in totally unnecessary and uncalled for interest expense. Actually, Trump, the reason America is paying lots of interest expense is because we moved a lot of total debt in the nation onto the government's balance sheet. Okay. If you look at a chart of like total U.S. debt, like government, private, you see private debt going down overall as like a percentage, and then you see government debt going up as a percentage. And government debt is cheap. Okay. The government can borrow short term at 3.6% annually, 3.7% annually, maybe. And then long term yields are like what? Low 4s for 10 years. Borrowing for 10 years at 4.2%. That's not crazy. We have a lot of debt. That's why we have a lot of interest expense. Because of the vast amounts of money flowing into our country because of tariffs. I mean, he's referring to the tariffs revenue, and I guess he's referring to all the investments that we've strong-armed people into giving us. But have they actually started investing in the country? The trillions we're supposedly supposed to see? We'll see. We should be paying the lowest interest rate of any country in the world. Most of these countries are low interest rate paying cash machines, thought of as elegant, solid, and prime, only because the USA allows them to be. We are allowing you to have low interest rates, okay? You should be thanking us. The tariffs being charged to them while bringing in billions to us still allows most of them to have a significant trade surplus, though much smaller, with our beautiful, formerly abused country. In other words, I have been very nice, kind, and gentle to all the countries all over the world. This guy's hilarious. Very nice, kind, and gentle. Yeah, he's been very gentle, people. Can we see you go hard? Can we see you go hard? Go hard. Trump needs to go hard. Hold on, somebody tried to call me here. Okay. Let's see. With a mere flip of the pen, billions more would come into the USA, and these countries would have to go back to making money the old-fashioned way, not on the back of America. If we're buying stuff from overseas, we send them dollars. They send us goods, services. They have those dollars. What do they do with those dollars? Buy treasuries. Okay. What do you mean making money the old-fashioned way? I mean, the only thing the world needs to do is like remilitarize. I mean, that's the only thing of truth the main thing of truth that he says a lot is America, the American military is kind of keeping the global order and the global peace, and we're paying a lot of money for it. So I totally am behind like NATO rearming and paying for their own defense. And yeah, maybe they're going to have to cut their defense or their social welfare and social insurance programs a little bit, okay? Why don't you kick out all the freaking clowns that have come into your country in the last 10 to 15 years are costing you a fortune. Maybe that'll free up some money for military. Anyway, I hope they all appreciate, although most don't, that our great country has done for them. The Fed should substantially lower rates now. Tariffs have made America strong and powerful again. Far stronger and more powerful than any other nation. Commensurate with this strength, both financial and otherwise, we should be paying lower interest rates rather than any rates than any other country in the world. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Wow, just Jerome Powell. He's done in a couple months. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I'm sure you'll keep chipping away at the Federal Reserve until you get exactly what you want. All right. So he's talking about how the 2020 election was fraudulent. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. So he goes on, he blasts Jerome Powell, but the market doesn't care. We're so used to this. It's like, what's going to happen? Nothing. Man, he's going on a posting frenzy. The dude was up at 6:48 or even earlier, posting like a madman. Look at this. He had like an episode. Look, oh my God. Oh man. Oh my, he's on something this morning. It's just like nonstop. He's just posting and posting and posting and posting and posting and posting. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to scroll through this all morning. All right, let's look at Fed Watch. So the next FOMC meeting is in 48 days, 5 hours, 10 minutes, and 51 seconds. There is an 86.5% chance that rates will stay the same again. And I wonder if Trump's going to post again. And then there is a 13.5% chance that rates get cut by 25 basis points. That's in March. In April, there's still a 72% chance that rates stay the same and a 25.5% chance that rates will come down 25 basis points and a 2.2% chance that they get cut by 50 basis points. So if we look to the end of the year, I mean, we have this huge variance here, but most likely rates will be 3 or above, 3% or above. So also get some juicy treasuries. I'll also get some of that juicy interest income. All right. So looks like we're probably not having a rate cut in 48 days either. All right, let's look at the dollar index. The dollar index is basically flat on the day. That The dollar's selling off. It's been helping international, but if the dollar starts rallying again, then I guess my international's going to go down, bro. All right. Well, that's the basics. So we're going to get into the articles in a second. Let's see if there's any other member-only comments. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. Saw that one. Strong, man. They added Audible to stock being a broke loser now on Amazon. It's the virtual voice AI. Oh, yeah. No, they allowed me to do that. Like, I clicked a button, and they did a AI reader thing. Trump word salad. Dude, the dude went freaking ballistic. Like, he went on a posting frenzy this morning. I was just scrolling and scrolling, and there was just more and more. Jerome Powell has done fine. I agree. Not crazy about the Fed, but it's a necessary evil at this point. I think he's done a great job. I mean, employment's pretty strong, and inflation's come down massively. What more do you want? While his degenerate son is working the crap. Yeah, I'm not impressed with his sons. They're definitely getting really grifty. Why do you think gold price is going up like crazy? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's just like supply constraints or if it's just massive demand. I just don't know. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out, but do you ever really know? I mean, some people are saying it's like, oh, they're about to de-dollarize. Everybody's about to dump the dollar, so they're getting gold. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe there's, foreign nations buying up gold like crazy. Maybe it's needed for AI. Maybe there's supply constraints. I don't know. Strong man, you think it's cool to own silver ETFs or physical silver? I don't like silver, like the aesthetics of it. Like, I don't think silver's pretty, basically. So if I ever was to own silver, it'd probably just be an ETF. Being perfectly honest. Now, gold, I think gold is shiny and pretty. I would definitely get a gold coin. But I mean, when it comes to trading, I think the ETFs are probably the better fit. If you just want a shiny rock, then okay, you should get the coin, But they're very illiquid, like, and there's high transaction costs. You got to go to a dealer, a market maker, and pay a freaking less than, or they're going to give you less than spot, probably, most likely, so because they need to make a profit. Obviously, they're a merchant. Silver shares. I mean, if I wanted to invest in this stuff, I would have the ETFs personally. Trump cannot take a loss, and he's not even losing. That Melania documentary is going to bomb hard. It's from Amazon, so Jeff Bezos kissing Trump's booty. They'll probably artificially inflate the numbers too. Oh, there's record-breaking views. I mean, like I've said yesterday, I don't have a problem with Melania. I just don't care about her documentary. All right, so it's 8:53. Let's go check out the articles. Let's see why Microsoft is selling off. What could it be? Let's go back and check. Where's Microsoft at right now? Microsoft's still down just under 7%, trading at 448.90 in the pre-market. Look at that chart. Microsoft's just cooked, guys. They're probably going to declare bankruptcy next year. I'm a little concerned. All right, Microsoft Q2 earnings beat on the top and bottom lines. It was fantastic. As cloud revenue tops $50 billion, but the stock falls. And we got this weirdo Ginger talking about it here. Get out of here. The company's stock fell 6% before the bell. We are only at the beginning phases of AI diffusion. We're diffusing, bro. I mean, am I using AI with Microsoft? Not really. Not really. I mean, I mostly just use Excel and Word. Occasionally PowerPoint, but it's not super useful yet. So, I don't know. We'll see. Now, Google added a new thing. So on your Gmail, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Gmail is actually giving you summaries of, like, if you have a long email chain, they actually give you summary. It's pretty cool. So, like, if I'm talking to a tax client and we're emailing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, it actually summarizes it, which is pretty cool. I mean, you should probably read everything just to be safe. I mean, I do that, but It's pretty interesting. All right. Microsoft was one of the biggest beneficiaries of the AI explosion thanks to its early investments in ChatGPT, sending its market cap to over $4 trillion in July. But it's come down from these highs as investors continue to raise concerns about the AI industry's massive spending. That doesn't make sense. Meta's guiding to like almost double their capital expenditures in 2026. So why is Meta going up massively after that huge guide? So that their margins are compressing and they're guiding for massive increases in capital expenditures. If investors were concerned about that, wouldn't Meta have sold off? I don't know. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Are they telling us why? All right. Microsoft continues to face AI capacity constraints, meaning customer demand for AI is outpacing Microsoft's ability to supply it. Well, that's a bad sign. Oh, people want it so bad. Putting an artificial cap on the Windows makers' revenue. Well, if you think long term, they're probably going to catch up. If that's the case, they're probably going to catch up. That's also why the company's pouring billions more into capital expenditures, which hit $37.5 billion in the quarter, up from $22.6 billion year over year. So they've increased capital expenditures like what, over 50%? Let's see. Okay, and then they start to, okay, so I get what's the concern? They have AI capacity constraints and the market's concerned about spending. Okay, I don't understand that. Anyway, so that's why Microsoft sold off. I don't see, there's no critical collapse of Microsoft. I think things are going to be okay with this company. It's one of my largest holdings, as a matter of fact, in the VT ETF. All right. Let's check out Meta, my Jetta. Why is Meta climbing? Meta stock climbs on Q4 earnings beat, plans to spend as much as $135 billion on AI build out in 2026. Yeah, let's go look at where's stock analysis. Let's go look at Meta's capital expenditures. Yeah, look at it. Look, see? Their margins are getting cooked. I mean, they could always recover those, obviously. Get rid of freaking reality slabs, but they are coming under a lot of margin pressure. So for fiscal year 2025, they spent 69 billion, almost 70 billion in capital expenditures. Now they're guiding for almost 135 billion. Just insane amounts of money. Now, if you look at their operating cash flow, they're going to have to borrow massively. They're going to have to either issue debt or issue equity, or they're going to have to borrow massively. Okay, I mean, because they don't have enough operating cash flow to make those capital expenditures, so they're going to have to rely on the balance sheet. I mean, they got 81 billion of cash. They got 108 billion of liquid assets. So, but they're probably going to issue more debt. That's probably what they're going to do. And I mean, the debt's really not a big deal. Let's go look at the interest expense. Where is it at? Okay. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Why is it not showing? So it's about 227 million a quarter. They make more from interest income. Like the debt's not a big deal with Meta. Okay. At least the debt I can see on the balance sheet. I keep hearing about, oh, there's off balance sheet debt. I don't know. I see what's on the balance sheet. The debt is inconsequential. Anyway, let's read more. All right. The company also provided its 2026 capital expenditures guidance, saying it anticipates spending between 115 billion to 135 billion, up from 72 billion the company spent in 2025. Just insane. Meta stock jumped 10% soon after the news. It was up almost 8% of the pre-market. Yeah, it's up almost 10%. Meta reported earnings per share of $8.88 on revenue of 59.9 billion, ahead of the 816 and 85.4 billion analysts were expecting. Oh, they beat on the top and bottom. Meta's Reality Labs is such a joke. Brought in $955 million versus an anticipated $959 million. So it missed on revenue. The company also booked losses related to the segment of $6 billion. How much money have they lost on this? Tens and tens and tens of billions of dollars just gone. I mean, they can afford it. I get it. But if I'm an investor of the company, which I guess I am through VT, could you stop blowing all this money? I'd rather have that as a shareholder, okay? Buy back stock or something. Microsoft isn't alone in pouring billions into AI data centers. Yep, we know that. Meta also spent lavishly on splash AI hires, including by spending $14.3 billion to purchase 49% of Scale AI and hire its CEO, Alexander Wang, as Meta's chief AI officer and run its superintelligence labs. What is Scale AI? What is Scale AI? What do they do? Oh, here we go. Every day they ask me if I'm a freaking robot. I just want to Google what is Scale AI. Okay, thank you. All right, provides high-quality data annotation, curation, and evaluation services to train, fine-tune, and improve machine learning models for AI labs. They specialize in creating I don't know what this is, needed to make AI models reliable. Data annotation, labeling data for text, image, video, audio, and LiDAR data. Okay. Generative AI data engine, services for reinforcement learning from human feedback. Okay, so it's just, I guess, fine-tuning AI. Okay. Interesting. But Meta has also run into some trouble with its newest AI models, including long delays to its Llama 4 behemoth. I mean, does anybody even use... I mean, I'm sure people do, but... Is anybody using their AI on Meta? Like, if I'm going to use an AI or a language learning model, I'm not going to go on Meta to use an LLM. But I'm sure they're fine-tuning data mining. I'm sure they know you so well now. They're mining all your data so they can just shove advertisements in your face. Crazy. According to CNBC, the company is also considering making its next major AI model proprietary, moving away from the open weight strategy that allows third-party developers to access Meta models. Oh, they're hiding their models now? Look at this dork. All right, they also had recent job cuts to its metaverse decision, with plans to use some of the savings on its wearables, including AI smart glasses. I mean, these could be cool. I mean, these look kind of dorky, but you know, if they ever got really cool and they were really helpful, like if I had a glasses and I could like zoom in on stuff and like see the temperature and it could tell me how tall a tree was, or that'd be cool. I think that'd be pretty cool. Or I could watch like corn on my glasses, but nobody would see it. All right, it's also contending with increased calls for social media bans for children under 16. I 100% agree with that. I don't care about your corporate profits, bro. Corporate profits, bro. This needs to happen. Social media is toxic for children and for adults too. But, you know, as an adult, you're technically supposed to be able to handle it. All right. So the FTC apparently is appealing its loss to its antitrust case, which alleged the company purchased Instagram and WhatsApp because it saw them as rivals that would hurt its leadership role. Okay. All right. So basically the summary I got was that Meta is spending a lot of money in 2026, and that's why the stock's up. Hey, now for the fun part. So I copied and pasted all of the transcript that Clown-a-Lon scum rat, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, who's so amazing and smart. He's a true American hero. I copied and pasted their whole earnings call, and we're going to look at the summary. Key highlights. Elon Musk announced Tesla mission now focuses on amazing abundance. Tesla's mission is now focusing on amazing abundance. This dude literally wants you to think that he's going to save the world. Where's the abundance, Elon? Your collapsing margins at your company, your horrible auto sales, your energy deployment. Wow. I feel the abundance. Optimus, bro. Everybody's going to have an Optimus any day now. An optimistic vision of the future enabled by AI and robotics, leading to universal high income. Do you seriously believe? I might have to do a separate video on this. Do you seriously believe that the billionaires, especially Elon Musk, is going to share in the abundance with you? Do you think they're going to do that? And do you think you're going to be happy if we do receive amazing abundance? No, because people always compare themselves. So even if everybody has abundance, you'll be competing based on, I don't know, status or hairstyle or something stupid, okay? I actually think universal high income would be bad because most people would just turn into insane degenerates because they wouldn't have any purpose in their lives. Where people have access to anything they want while preserving nature and the environment. Okay, yeah. We're doing everything. 50 birds with one stone. Actually, I need to go blow my nose. Hold on a minute. Let me do I'm freaking dying here. I'll be right back.
Man, fuck Jeremy Reveiw. I think it's time we put his channel in the grave. Dude is such a clown. Dude's the biggest meme. Planet 13 got him having wet dreams. The only thing he made his chick next was his mortgage. He's gonna have to sell his Teslas in his storage. Tesla my ass up. Man, admit you got lucky. Your morals are yucky. $60 monthly from some sucker in Kentucky, making a few thousand monthly. You think robbing people of their savings is funny? Financial education, more like chronic masturbation. Fuck that noise. Listen to my proclamation. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. BT, my BB. Fuckwin Resort.
All right, rest easy, people. Daddy's back. Daddy is back. All right. So anyway, we're creating universal high income, amazing abundance with a low profitability, clownish, declining auto company. That Tesla, with its massive profit contractions and revenue dropping, is going to bring us amazing abundance and universal high income any day now. All right, autonomy and robotaxi progress. Tesla's begun unsupervised, no safety monitor in the vehicle, paid robotaxi rides in Austin, with some rides having no chase car. Oh, they probably had one ride. They probably had one ride where somebody was unsupervised, but it was probably an employee. This is described as a cautious rollout to ensure safety. FSD adoption reaching 1.1 million paid subscribers, mostly upfront purchases, shifting fully to the subscription model. I mean, I get it, like, if you're driving long distances every day, I understand having FSD, okay? But for like a local commuter, it's like a luxury item. I don't think most people can afford FSD, or even if they can, it's a pretty significant budget item. It's only going to be for like upper middle class and rich people, probably. I'm not buying that. I'm not paying that. Oh, yeah, I need to have FSD so I can go drive to Food Lion a minute down the road. And the growth really hasn't been that impressive. If you look at the numbers, like over the past year, it's grown like maybe 25%. That's not explosive growth at FSD. Expectation, fully autonomous vehicles in a quarter to half of the U.S. by the end of 2026. This mother effer is saying a quarter to the half of the U.S. is going to have fully autonomous vehicles by the end of 2026. Does anybody believe that? I'm sorry, I just don't. Owners could add, subtract cars to their fleet, potentially earning more than the lease cost. Get paid. You're not going to get paid to own a Tesla. Are you serious? You think you trust this clown to that you're going to make money by buying a Tesla and adding it to the fleet? With Tesla, I guess, getting a commission. I think it's like 25% or something. That's not going to happen. Are we all just going to buy Teslas, bro? There's going to be so many people in on that. The margins are going to be extremely low. And then you got to deal with the freaking headache of people screwing up your car. Oh my God, I got to buy a Tesla now and get FSD because I can make money leasing it. Why don't you let it get fully established in the United States first, okay? The Cybercab, 2-seater, no steering wheel production starts April 2026. Long-term, it could dominate volume as 90% of miles traveled involve 1 to 2 passengers. Tesla sees transportation shifting as a service. You don't need a car, bro. You don't need a car. You can just, I need to go to Food Lion today. Let me book my Cybercab. I'd rather have my own car. You know what? I'd rather have my own car. I like my Ford Fiesta. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I can literally walk downstairs and get in my car, which I'm actually about to do after this live stream. Model S and X discontinuation. Production winds down next quarter with an honorable discharge. We got to focus on Sloptimus. Space and Fremont factory repurposed for Optimus production. I just don't think Optimus is ready. We'll see. He's going to unveil the apparently he's going to have a unveiling of the newest model of Optimus in I don't know, was it like February, maybe something like that. We'll see. I'm live streaming that event. Oh boy. Support continues for existing owners. This marks a shift to an autonomous robotics focused future. All right, what's going on with Optimus? Optimus Gen 3 unveiled soon, any day now. Described as incredibly capable, human-like, learns via demonstration video and verbal instructions. Okay, Optimus, this is my dong. This is your hand, and I want you to do this. Watch how I do it. Yes, Mr. Chris. Yes, Master Chris. Does that feel good? Fremont aims for 1 million units a year, long term. So 2055. Still early R&D phase. Significant production volume not expected until late 2026. What? He's saying significant production volume not until late 2026. So the end of this year, they're going to have significant production volume. But then it says still early R&D phase. Those two statements aren't reconciling. Maybe AI screwed this up. I don't know. Could significantly boost U.S. GDP. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I will say I will get a robot one day. I will. I'll be like, yeah, plunge the toilet, clean the shower. My house will be spotless. They'll make my dinner. It'll be wonderful. But I think that's a long way out. Energy business. Yeah, energy's doing okay. I mean, that's one of the bright spots of the business. Financials and outlook. Automotive margins improved despite lower deliveries due to a mix. They did improve, I guess, if you look at the absolute low. But since the cloud market back in 2020, their margins were like, automotive margins were like in the 30s. And they've dropped pretty significantly. All right. Total gross margin greater than 20%. Free cash flow. CapEx slightly below prior guidance. Okay, so let's compare Meta's CapEx projections to Elon Musk's and Tesla's. So Meta was guiding up to 135 billion of capital expenditures. And then the other large tech companies are plowing just as much, if not more. And then you have Tesla. 20 billion expected for 2026. Okay? 20 billion. So all these other companies are plowing 5-6 times as much. Tesla, 20 billion. And this company is supposedly going to bring us abundance. Yeah, I don't think Tesla is going to be crushing in the AI wars. That's just my personal opinion. They don't have the money. They just don't have the money. Investments described as deliberate for epic future. Funding via cash, $44 billion. Potential, that's just as much as he bought Twitter for. Potential bank debt, bank financing. Oh, wow. Tesla's gonna be adding on more debt. Funny. I'd charge an insane high interest rate. All right, AI chips, potential Tesla terafab to address supply limits, geopolitical risks. This is the biggest grift right here. $2 billion investment in XAI. He's just bailing out his other freaking companies with your cash as a shareholder. No major layoffs. And China toughest for optimists. Yeah, China's going to crush you, okay? The only bright spot is that you might not want to have a Chinese Optimus or a Chinese robot in your house, okay? Or like, imagine if Russia or Iran made robots. Would you want one of those robots in your house with your kids and your doggo? Tesla claims advantages in hand decks. China's going to crush you, dude. Okay. And I said to fact check it, but it just basically said, yes, this actually is the transcript. All right. So, wow, that's a summary of the call. Looks like we got Optimus scaling up any day now. We're going to have fully autonomous vehicles by the end of this year in a quarter to half of the U.S. We're massively increasing capital expenditures to $20 billion, while other big tech that actually makes a lot of money is increasing it at 5x this. We'll see. We'll see, Clown Alon. All right, let's do some member-only comments, and then we'll go watch the market while it closes, or opens, excuse me. I'm confusing my opening and my closings here. I'm a silly goose. I'm such a silly goose. All right, where do we leave off? Yeah, I saw that. Real pay pig. You are a good little pay pig, boy. Keep paying that money to your daddy. Do they mention Copilot in the Microsoft earnings? Been using it a lot at work. It's the only AI tool officially sanctioned by my organization. I've never used Copilot. I mean, I work in accounting, so I just use like Excel mostly. And I don't think AI has really improved Excel that much. I mean, maybe it will in the future. Databricks may not go public anytime soon. Sorry, folks. They got enough funding. This is regarding AI. But my VT and VXUS don't care. Of course. That's why you have a core ETF as a large part of your portfolio. Then you can make bets on companies with a smaller percentage. And if it pays off, you can make a lot of money, but you don't have a lot of downside. That's my advice. 95% VT, 5% clown stocks. I'm Elon Musk. Yeah, future abundance, high income. And all the clowns just eat it up. Is stunk-based compensation costs included in the income statement as cost? Yeah, it's included in. Depends on like who the stock-based compensation is for, but it is it's included in the expenses on the income statement. That's why it's added back on the statement of cash flows because it's a non-cash expense. But it does cost the company cash in the future when they have to buy back shares. Stock-based compensation does cost you a lot of money if you're a business. Trust me, bro. It's not hard to see that. You look at the statement of cash flows. I have Meta VR. It's pretty amazing. Oh, what are you using that for? I just don't want to put something on my head. I don't want to wear something on my head. If I had glasses, that would be cool. Like I could watch, like if I had like little wraparound glasses, like just small ones, like, little wraparound right here. Okay, maybe I'd do that. But I don't want like this huge clunky freaking device on my head. Metaverse, my beta curse. Mark Zuckerberg is kind of he's not very masculine. And he's kind of a weirdo. Peter Schiff has a broken clock, finally got right once, and now running on YouTube. Oh, I'm sure Peter Schiff is on top of the world. This is his time to shine, baby. Because if gold collapses, of course, he's back to, getting made fun of again. But while gold's running and the precious metals are running, yeah, he's going to be shilling hardcore. I'll wait on the glasses since they're first gen. Also, 500 to start. The GUI is supposedly really cool. Yeah, I think eventually I probably will get like AI glasses. And I'll definitely get a robot at some point. It's just I'm not getting the first generation models. I like to wait. I like to wait until things mature, prices come down, and then I consider buying something. But I never try to get in on like new and exciting things when they first come out. I can wait. I mean, it took me years to buy an iPhone. Amazing abundance equals pivot. Yeah. Hey, the clowns are buying it up. Not sure who's more delusional, the Tesla Maxis or the MicroStrategy Maxis. Well, there always is the chance that Tesla accomplishes its goals. MicroStrategy Maxis are the biggest delusional clowns in human history. MicroStrategy clowns are by far worse than Tesla clowns because Tesla could work out. Bitcoin will never work out. It is a fake digital coin. It is fundamentally worthless. It will collapse, and I can't wait for that day. My VT shares abandon me all. My VT share abandons with me all the time. Abandons you. VT never abandons you. VT is warm and loving. We got Wesley dabbing here. Is that what you call it? Elon wants to create Star Trek. He's so full of crap, dude. He's just so. I hope another big tech company gets into robotics and just crushes Elon. Use napkins, strongman. Yeah. I need tissues. I need tissues here. We used to have Food Lion here in Texas. Yeah. It's definitely everywhere in Virginia. If I buy only Tesla Hoover in the future for seniors, if I buy it's only a Tesla Hoover. What's a Tesla Hoover? A vacuum? I used to have one of those robot vacuums, but it kept getting stuck. And now I have like kids and toys everywhere. No. I'll just vacuum my own house. I'll have Optimus vacuum my house. Agree, I don't use AI with Microsoft 365 either. I actually downgraded my plan to avoid the 40% price increase for the AI. So I need to check my plan, as a matter of fact. I think they already got me, though. Elon is going to announce AI girlfriends one day. That is the extinction of humanity, okay? You can't have children with an AI girlfriend. You need a real girlfriend. A real woman you can have children with. And that's how the human species continues, okay? AI girlfriends are bad. If I catch my children with AI girlfriends and boyfriends, I'm breaking their phones. I'll be like, yeah, go to the YMCA. Go find a boyfriend or girlfriend. MicroStrategy is a clown company. Of course it is. I couldn't believe when they added it to the NASDAQ. it's clownish. Oh, we got Andrew in the house. Amazon has a massive robotics division. They just don't talk about it, but that's where a lot of their layoffs will come from. Well, I'm praying that Amazon just utterly destroys Tesla. Okay, can Amazon please get into the humanoid robots? Because aren't most of Amazon's robots like the functional robots, like they're for like warehouses and stuff, so they're not humanoid. I think that's the case. Obviously, I don't think Amazon has humanoid robots, but they need to get into that industry just to annihilate Elon Musk. They need to annihilate Tesla, please. I use Copilot as a PA information specialist at work. I've never used it as part of the office. I've never used Copilot. I just don't need it. The big things I use in AI are I use Grok. I mean, it's pretty good. I use Grok to make thumbnails. It takes 2 seconds. It's great at summarizing YouTube videos. So if there's a grifter and he makes a 40-minute video, I can just have Grok summarize it. I just copy and paste the transcript. What else do I use AI for? Random questions. Like if I need a source for tax, I can ask like Google or Grok and it can give me sources. I mean, it is pretty useful. Yeah, they make robots that actually do things. Unlike Tesla, humanoid design isn't the most efficient. I mean, I could see like, I could see humanoid robots being a thing. Because eventually you can give them like, you can make them look human and you can have your little slave robot in the house to do chores for you. I could see that being a thing in the long run. But I mean, for now, I just don't think we're at the level where humanoid robots are ready to be deployed into people's houses. I just don't see that. It's going to be a long time. When that happens, though, I am getting a robot. Claude and Gemini are the ones I don't always use. I don't use either of them. Well, I don't use Claude, at least. I don't use ChatGPT either. It's too woke. ChatGPT I use all the time. Super useful. Yeah, I like Grok. I don't know because Elon Musk, like, it's less censored on Grok, and I'm a person that likes being inappropriate sometimes. And Grok's cool to make thumbnails, and it's like $8 a month. AI might be doing my taxes soon. There goes your business. I would not trust AI to do your taxes, dude. I'm telling you. You need a human, especially if you have a business. You need a human to look at it. Because if an AI if you just uploaded your financial statements to an AI, how are they going to, because most of the time people's financials are screwed up. Like, you get somebody's QuickBooks and they're a disaster. And I don't think AI is going to be able to fix that at all. But we'll see. I mean, maybe if AI is able to do taxes like corporate returns, then it could basically do anything. iRobot. I want my slave robot with 16 arms and 8 legs, not 2 and 2. Probably freak out your kids. For work, I don't care. I'm only asking serious things having to do Excel stuff for me. I can see it being useful for Excel, but I'm still plodding along, just inputting manually in Excel. AI doing taxes is a bad idea due to limited contextual reasoning. AI gets things wrong, so you have to double check it. Jeremy LaFufu's wife. Check out my new LaFufu intro in the Discord. Yeah, I'll check it out. I might even add it to the channel as an intro. But I closed my Grok on this, or I don't have my Discord open on this computer because it kept going off. It kept going off like right in the middle of a freaking live stream. So it got to be a pain in the butt. All right, well, we got about 3 minutes. Let's go look at the market, guys. I'm so excited. Let's see what's going on here. All right, big tech. Microsoft's now down 8%. Meta's up almost 11%. Okay, still off all-time highs, but getting close. Let's see. Okay, Google's up 1.5%. Crypto's still down. I'm sick of looking at crypto. All right, pre-market. Okay, now VT makes more sense. That makes more sense to me. VT's up 0.41% in the pre-market, trading at 147.40. Daddy's got the money. Check. Money, check. All right, total world's up 0.41%. International is up 0.84%. Small caps are up slightly. QQQ's down a little bit. Not surprising because Microsoft got shellacked. And VU is up slightly in the pre-market. Okay. What else? Is silver still up? Oil's cooking, up 4.59%. What's going on with oil? Are we bombing Iran or something? Gold is up 3%. And silver is just continuing to rally, up 3.55% on the day. But the collapse, when it inevitably comes, is going to be absolutely epic. All right, we got about a minute left. Let's see. Is there anything else? Payments. All right, MasterCard reports this morning, and Visa reports. Well, Visa reports today. I think they reported the close. I think MasterCard's at the open, Visa's at the close. So we'll probably cover those in market close. PayPal, basically flat. All right, let's see the indices. We'll do the countdown, and then Big Daddy is going food shopping. Oh! 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 Woo! Green markets are so boring. I love chaos. I love destruction. I love panic. I love fear. I don't like this green every day. Oh, the market's up again. Oh. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that VT go. Look at that daddy. Woo! Woo! That is a beautiful chart. And I've been selling all along here. Oh, man, look at that. That's freaking crazy. It really has gone ballistic over the last couple of years. Crazy. All right, let's do final member-only comments, and then we're closing this out. All right, Brent futures have hit 70. Debasement trades are continuing. It seems metals, gas, now oil. Speculators betting on the USD losing a lot of value. What's the DXY at? I mean, it's not out of historical range. The DXY is at 96.21, and then if you look at it over the last 10 years, I mean, it's fluctuated. It had a low of, let's see, is that 10 years? Had a low of 89.93. 89.13 was the low, and we're at 96. So we're not like crazy outside the range. Now, if you see the dollar, the DXY drop to like low 70s or 60s, yeah, that's a pretty crazy. That would be all-time lows ever since this index, or whatever you freaking call this. Yeah, the US dollar index was started, but it's not outside the historical norm. Just looking at the numbers. That said, I'm happy to see Canadian USD up 74 cents. Oh, it's helping my international, I'll tell you that. He wants a newer wife. Don't we all? Reveiw. I'm up 0.94%. Oh, you're beating me this morning. You're beating me. Is why the Chinese version of Buddha. Ha ha. I think she's Hispanic. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Like, subscribe. Consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also, consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation with me. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You could talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. You can book a free 30-minute consultation in the pinned comment below at the conclusion of this live stream. It's in the comments of all my videos. You guys have a wonderful morning, and I will maybe see you at noon. We are doing a little bit of a change here, okay? Because tax season is heating up. So I'm going to definitely do market open, market close during the week. But when it comes to the Daily Clown Report and the e-begging stream, it's going to have to be when I have time. So anyway, we'll see you guys later. Cheers!